Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. Today guys, for your meditative session, you guys got the salamander. What I'm getting with the salamander is that there needs to be more of an emotional outlook. How do I explain that? When you're doing your day-to-day, I feel like some of you guys are silencing how you feel just to get through the day, and I feel like that's a normal for you. That's a thing that you do every single day, right? It's like, well, I have to get through my day, so I can't be feeling that type of way, right? Like, oh, I don't really want to go to work, but I obviously have to. So, I'm going to turn off my feelings and go to work. And what I'm getting with this Sag is that you do this for everything. Like something doesn't really work out in your favor, and I feel like you just say, well, that's okay because I have to keep going. You know what I mean? Like you put it off, which I feel like is a really good coping mechanism, but I think it's kind of leaving you guys a little bit numb, right? And I think if you keep pushing back the emotions that you have and the feelings that you have, it's gonna be something that you get used to, and then eventually I feel like either you're gonna have some sort of breakdown where all of them come up, or you're just gonna keep living a life like that, which is a little bit like, again, no emotions. And I feel like nobody really wants to live like that. Again, I think it's a lot easier to do our day-to-day things without having these feelings come up. But at the end of the day, if you keep blocking them and like not feeling them, then I feel it's just going to be, it's like, what are you going to achieve in that way? And you're like, oh, well, I'll achieve a lot of shit because I'm not thinking, I'm not feeling anything. I get that, but like, I don't think you can have a meaningful relationship in your life. And I guess maybe some of you aren't focused on relationships, some of you are focused on career, so you don't really care about this aspect. But what I'm getting with this is it's something that you should look at, because the more you express your feelings, the harder it is for one day for you to look at them. Because it's like, instead of repressing 1, 2, 3, you press like, let's say 50, right? And then it's just like more emotional baggage. It's like it's still in there. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like you say you block it and it goes away. No, what I feel like is like it keeps accumulating, right? Which I think could be worse, right? Instead of just expressing it on a daily basis. So that's what I'm getting, Sag. I need to be more, I guess, in your feelings and not blocking out how you feel. Sometimes it's inconvenient, but I think it's actually the best thing that you could do, because again, you don't want them to accumulate and for you to have like a breakdown at one point, or for you to become this like shell. So that's what I'm getting, Sag. Let's pull some cards. So Sag, we have this really big read here, and it's interesting because it's very close to Libra. It's like the same exact storyline, the same cards, the same characters as Libra's read. So somebody here definitely has Libra in their chart. It could be one of the feminines, because we have 2 feminines here, or it could be the masculine. So it's the same exact cards. In Libra's read, we had the King and the Queen of Fire, and then we also had the King and the Queen of Earth. And it's like the same exact scenario here, to be honest. We have 2 true pairs coming out. What I'm getting with this read is that there's a masculine energy wanting to come forward and tell somebody what the hell happened here. And I think that they're finally beginning to understand what happened. But I think in the moment when the time came down to picking a person or choosing someone in love, instead of maybe being a little confused and deciding not to choose anyone, right? I feel like this person was really confused at the time. They didn't really know what the hell they were doing. I just feel like they chose, right? Like they reacted. And I feel like, again, it could have been like Libra's read, where it was a head over heart decision, right? It was just like, okay, like what makes more sense, right? What's more logical? Because we have the Sun in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like it's somebody who just kind of reacted and they want to like tell their side of the story. So Libra, exactly. This is Sag. Somebody here has Libra in their chart. I'm just letting you know. And if it's not you, the person watching this, then it's the person you're attached to, because, or one of these people, because I'm telling you, I'm just 100% sure. So with this read, I feel like this person, this masculine energy, now wants to tell their side of the story. And I feel like if you're one of the feminines, I don't think you really want to hear their side of the story, because it's like, it wasn't that confusing and it shouldn't have been that confusing. And, you know, people are not options. People are not interchangeable. Like, I think that you would see it that way. But when it comes to this masculine, there was a lot of confusion here. That's all I'm getting. Like, they really didn't know. Again, they got the salamander they had the salamander in the meditative session, and the salamander was about going within, right? So I feel like this person must have been very detached at the time that they made this decision. Very numb, right? Because that's what the salamander was warning you against. They were like, please don't be numb, because you're gonna miss out on life. So now I feel like this person's actually waking up, and that's what I'm getting with this read. It's like somebody is actually waking up with all these cards. It's like the realization is there, but now what do you do with that, right? Because they already messed up, right? And I'll be honest, I feel like they either chose the earth, I think they chose the earth sign, but they didn't necessarily have a lot of love for this earth sign, right? Like, they chose this earth sign to be, to put the work in, but there was like no emotional connection with this person. The earth sign could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's what I'm getting with this. And then we have this fire sign here, who I feel this person, I think, wanted to be in a higher level of commitment with, but decided, you know, this is not the right choice for me. Again, with the Magician in reverse, maybe they thought that this person was kind of like a trickster. They just didn't trust the energy of this Queen of Wands. So they were like, you know what, I'm not going to give this person, even though I feel like this could have been some sort of fulfillment for this person, because the Magician talks about, you know, the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother is someone who grants wishes, right? So I feel like this person could have been their wish fulfillment in some sort of way, but they did not choose this person. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. The last card in this entire read is the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So I'm feeling like this is tied to this Queen of Wands. I feel like the Queen of Wands was the one. Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, it doesn't really matter the signs. I'm sorry. Like, it just doesn't. Maybe these two are earth signs, or maybe these two are fire signs. I mean, I just think it's the energy that this masculine sees these people in, right? Or the energy that they were presenting at that time. Again, this masculine energy was very detached. Now they're not. They're seeing things clearly. They're seeing things for what they are. I feel like they had to do some sort of, you know, hermit mode, like rest, right? And like see what the hell's going on. And with the salamander, I just keep getting this person was very detached and this person was very numb. And again, I don't want to make excuses for anybody, but that's what I'm getting. When it came to making a decision, this person was just very confused. They didn't know what they were doing. And now when it comes to looking at what they did and the new beginning they set off on, I feel like with judgment, they're realizing a lot of shit, right? Like, I feel like they might have, either they weren't supposed to choose anybody, right? And they were supposed to go deep within and heal themselves. But I just feel like they didn't do that, right? Like, this person decided not to heal. This person decided, you know what, like, I'm just going to rush and react, right? And maybe make a logical decision over a heart decision. And I just feel like there's like a mess here, like an actual mess here. Because I feel like what is being illuminated to this person is that you can't have what you want in life if you don't come from like this place of love, right? So again, the salamander is talking about someone who's emotionally detached, someone who's numb. This person can have some sort of addiction, and what I'm getting with this is that they don't necessarily, they want to express their truth. So I don't know, I feel like they might come to this Queen of Wands. I feel like they want to express their truth to somebody. Either it's to this queen, maybe it's to both people, you know, like, I want to explain to you what happened here because whatever. I feel like this masculine energy with the Judgment and the Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, they understand what they did and they want to express themselves. And with the Youth card, I feel like, again, here's this Wand energy. I feel like maybe it was sexual as well, but I don't think it was more sexual. I think it was just, again, a reaction out of numbness, out of like reacting, out of emotional detachment. So all these cards here are basically saying that they want to communicate like their story. They want to tell their side of the story. I feel like they're at a place now where they can express themselves because they kind of understand it. Whereas in the past, they didn't understand what the hell they were doing and they were just reacting. Now I feel like they understand what they did and they want to express it. And I think they want to express it to both people. Like, I think they just want to tell both people, because I feel like this is a failed relationship on both sides, right? Like, it didn't work out with this Queen of Pentacles because there was no emotions attached to this person. And it didn't work out with the Queen of Wands because maybe they chose the Queen of Pentacles, right? So it just didn't work out for anybody here. And I feel like the masculine energy is just regretful and wants to express themselves. So with the Nine of Swords, yeah, they're sitting in a lot of anxiety. They don't know like how to express themselves. They don't know if anyone's going to even listen to them. But I feel like at the time they were searching for something, and it's something within, right? Whenever we're searching for something and we're looking for it in the external, it's usually within us. So I feel like all the answers were within this person, but because again this person was emotionally detached, you can see here like they were not balanced. Their masculine and feminine was not balanced. And even here, when the scribe was trying to tell them like you have to make a decision based on a cup, right? Like the Two of Cups in reverse, you have to make a decision based off love, and they were like, no, I'm gonna choose based off sword, right? Like it was a sword. It's like a head over heart decision here. And with the King of Wands, I feel like they might have cut off the Queen of Wands to choose the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because we have, again, what they chose. And what I'm getting here with this is like, they're not confused anymore. Exactly. They're not confused anymore, but they know that they put work into like the wrong thing. That's what I'm getting with the Eight of Coins and the Devil. This person could be working very hard too. Like just someone who, again, that's what I was getting in the meditative session. Someone who puts a lot of stress in career and puts a lot of work into everything that they're doing, but they're not necessarily putting any work into their feelings. So you know that there's like these times I feel like when like a tear might come out of your eye and you don't necessarily know why you're crying, but like you're just kind of like crying. But I feel like this person might be that type of person where the tears just come out of their eyes because like they have so much energy to purge and so many feelings to purge, and they just don't allow it to happen, right? So they'll be too busy to, like, this person's so full of water. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this person has to cry so badly. Like, they have to purge so badly. And I feel like for a really long time they blocked it. But now I'm feeling like they did have that purging moment with this realization, because I feel like with this Judgment, there had to be some sort of realization. And I feel like the only way to have that was to have some sort of emotion. So I feel like this person, they were blocking it in the past, but they're not anymore. So I feel like this person has had their like good cry, and they have had like a little bit of a, I'm not saying this person is like perfect now. I'm just saying that they have definitely purged a little bit, let some tears out, and are kind of getting more into their feelings and understanding what the hell happened here. And I feel like with the Page of Swords, the Four of Coins, the Sun, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this person is very understanding of like what they did. They're not confused about what they did anymore, but they understand that again it was a decision that didn't lead to any happiness, and the wheel is in reverse here. So I feel like they might have even chosen like the karmic path, which is weird because I would assume that the karmic is the Queen of Wands, but I feel like for some reason, I'm not sure like who they chose. I'm assuming they chose the Queen of Pentacles and didn't choose the Queen of Wands, but it could be reversed again because this reading is like just full of freaking cards. But what I'm getting here is like they didn't choose based off of cup, you know, like they were so emotionally detached, and like they realized that now, and they were numb. I feel like this person might have some sort of addictive qualities where I feel like they might drink every day, or they might smoke every day, or they might do something every single day just to not feel what they're feeling. And now yeah, I definitely feel like this person might have like some sort of substance problem with this Nine of Pentacles, because I always see that cup as someone who drinks a lot. So yeah, but look where it brought them. Like the emotional detachment with the Ten of Swords. And the tempting offer, like I always see this as a tempting offer as well, but something you shouldn't really take, right? And I feel like that's exactly what they did, right? With the strength, yeah, they chose the path, like I think that was a little bit easier for them at the time. And then what comes with that is the Tower, the death in the world. So yeah, there's an end to the cycle, and there's they're realizing a lot of shit. I feel for this person because I feel like they're kind of just like waking up. It could be an awakening, but I feel like it's more of just like waking up to the reality of what your life is. Because again, when you drink a lot and when you numb yourself, it's like you spend all your time at work and then the rest of the time numb. And like when do you have any time to process, right? When do you have any time to like see what the hell is going on in your life. You can remain numb for a very long time, you know, just doing the same shit over and over again. I don't know what it was that woke this person up, but that's how this reading starts. Like, they actually went into hermit mode. They could have had some sort of awakening, to be honest, with the hermit and judgment and the ace of wands. Yeah, they could have had some sort of awakening moment. And now I feel like this person, they're not confused anymore, but to tell their side of the story, I feel like, again, they're going to be given another chance at a new beginning, right? So they're getting a clean slate. So now it's like, what are they going to do? And what's funny is, like, I feel like we have the Queen of Wands here, right? So again, it could be, I don't know who they chose. I was assuming they chose the Queen of Pentacles and left the Queen of Wands out in reverse, but it could be reversed. You know, I mean, I'm not sure. But what I'm getting with this person is that they're leaving like the past cycle behind, and I feel like they're going forward. So there was a lot of imbalance in the situation. I think they're getting through that imbalance. They're getting through this old cycle. They're looking at it from a different perspective and seeing, like, again, okay, now how can I fix the situation? And I feel like they just have to go towards their wish fulfillment. They have to go towards the cup, right? Like, they have to go towards their emotions. They can't keep blocking their emotions from themselves. And that's what I'm getting with this. Again, I'm not sure who this person chose. I feel like they chose the Queen of Pentacles because that's what I'm getting here. Like, they put work in with someone that they didn't have a lot of emotional fulfillment towards. So maybe they're going to express that to the Queen of Wands and hope that the Queen of Wands might have something to tell them. Maybe they're thinking, like, you know, this person might not be, you know, it's been such a long time. Maybe they're not heartbroken anymore, and maybe they'll want to talk to me. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. Again, I just feel like there's a definite need for this person to say their side of the story. That's all I'm getting. It's like, I want people to know my side. But what I'm getting with their side of the story is, like, are they well enough to understand that a lot of this probably had to do with some sort of, like, substance abuse, you know, some sort of addiction, some sort of numbing? Because I feel like, again, maybe that's what kind of turned this person into hermit mode. Maybe they, like, stopped drinking for a while and they kind of just woke the up. Like, I'm not sure what it was that was the catalyst to this person waking up, but there definitely seems to be some sort of awakening for this person. Maybe it's on a small level, but again, any type of, like, enlightenment or, you know, realization is good for this person. I think it's just too hard for this person to get a lot in because, again, they're numbing themselves a lot. So I don't know what this person is going to do, meaning, like, I don't know who they're going to talk to. I feel like they want to tell both people their side of the story, but maybe they're just going to tell one, depending on who it was they chose in the first place. But I definitely see them going towards wish fulfillment now, right? So they're not numbing themselves anymore, basically. This person doesn't want to numb themselves anymore. They want to be real about who it is that they are. Again, I don't know what the catalyst is. I feel like you guys are like, well, what was the catalyst? I have no idea. I really don't, like, but they definitely chose somebody, and now they're like, oh shit, I chose somebody because I was thinking more with my head and not with my emotions, right? Like, somebody seemed like a better investment, and the other person, maybe they had more emotions for another person, and they were just like, you know what, I can't depend on my emotions, so I'm gonna go with the other choice. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, again, we have a lot of 9s and 10s. So again, we have 10, 10, 9, 9, right? So this is the end of the cycle for this person. And again, this is a 10, 28, and making a 10. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter, right? Like, this is they have to clear out this shit in their life that was numbing them. Again, if it's just like stopping, not drinking anymore, right? Or stopping, you know, the facade that everything's okay when it's not. But I definitely think that I'm speaking to the masculine. Like, I think the masculine has Sag in their chart, and I think the feminine has Libra in their chart, because Libra had the same reading, but this seems to be from the perspective of the masculine. Like, the other readings seem to be from, like, an onlooker's perspective. Like, we didn't really know, like, I really was confused about the reading for a while. This one was very clear because it feels more like this is the masculine's energy, and it's like, I want to say my side of the story. And I feel like it's 100% them, because look, we have the Hermit here, which is like how I know that this person has made some sort of realization. Again, could be an awakening moment. And then we have the Black Madonna, the Lady of the Hermits. So if you're asking me if this person has, like, woke up or had some sort of realizations, yes, they have. This is definitely the masculine's point of view, though. And with the Black Madonna, or Lady of the Hermits, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Yeah. Like, I think the cycle for this person has been all pain and suffering because it's been someone who's emotionally detached to their feelings, right? Putting like work into something that they know they're not necessarily emotionally attached to, right? Because how can you say you have a lot of love for something when you're blocking off all your feelings, right? With the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse, like obviously this hasn't been a happy cycle for this person. The wheel hasn't turned. Maybe they've been in a karmic cycle. Again, I just feel like this Devil for them is maybe some sort of substance abuse. Also, again, that's what's keeping them detached from their own emotions. So I feel like this person is doing a lot of work on themselves, right? Like maybe they're not drinking a lot. Maybe they're going to some sort of program. Like maybe I would hope so, right? Anyway, I just feel like with the Lady of the Hermits coming out, this is a sign that this person has gone into hermit mode and has had some sort of realization. And I feel like, again, I don't know what they're going to do when it comes to these two people, but I definitely feel like they have a lot of regret for the fact that like they let it get to this point, right? Like I just feel like this person, I mean, I don't want to be sympathetic towards them, but I understand this because they were just not attached. Like, again, I just visioned this person, like, I picture this person crying, like, sitting there having tears coming out of their eyes, and then, like, for no reason. Like, that's how blocked they are, right? When you just start crying out of nowhere, right? Like, that can happen to us sometimes, but I just feel like this person had tears in their eyes, like, all the time, and then they would just block it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting with this person. This person, you know, was very, very blocked from their emotions. But I like the fact that with the Lady of Hermits coming out, it's a very powerful card for the fact that, you know, they're turning all of this pain and suffering and this, they're making the lesson worth something, right? This isn't a person who's going to take this lesson and like throw it down the drain. Like there has actually been some sort of awakening or improvement in this person. And I feel, again, like they're getting closer to like with the Hermit, I feel like that's, maybe even becoming more spiritual or getting into contact with your soul, right? So I feel like that's why it's important, because this person, again, was very blocked in the beginning, right? And now it's like, this is definitely the masculine. So the masculine definitely has Sag in their chart. Anyway, I think it's a beautiful reading for this person. They're coming out of, I mean, to think of someone who's stopping, you know, not drinking anymore, not, you know, having a problem with substances, like, I think that's a really important lesson. Like, I think that's a very important improvement in everyone's lives. And I feel like people who are strong empaths are people who tend to move towards some, like, substances to numb themselves, like, because they're very, you know, they feel too much. So it's like, how do I block out my feelings? I have a perfect idea. Let's drink or smoke or do something to, like, numb myself. So I definitely feel like this person's coming a long way. I didn't want to be sympathetic towards the masculine, but I definitely feel like this masculine energy has learned their lesson and is trying to balance shit out and is moving into a new cycle where, you know, I feel like they're going to try to be a lot healthier and a lot more, you know, attached and closer to like their feelings and their soul. So I really like this person. I'm sorry if you're a feminine watching this and you hate them, but like I definitely think that this person is coming a long way, and that's all we can hope for. If you truly love a person, then you want them to do better. So yeah, I feel like this person is going to be doing better in life and is going to be much more healthier and is going to start moving towards wish fulfillment in the next cycle. And that means like towards the cup, right? So yeah, Sag, I love you guys. I hope that this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.